did it right. Okay. Never know when that actually goes live. Alright, so gonna do a little video. Where's my music? It's a good song. This is actually gonna be kind of a reminder for me, even in case I forget. I'm a little, yeah, I am new to the Unity GUI. I've been using NGUI for a while. Oh, to anybody who doesn't know, I should probably do an intro on videos. My name's Ty. I've been working on Rain. I call it Rain. Rain of Darkness for like 10 years. It's been on Steam for 2 years in early access, and probably gonna be there for a while longer because it's just been me, and it's very difficult making a game by yourself. Let's just say that. But we're getting there. So, what wound up happening is NGUI was a third-party asset, and it essentially, I just don't want to be at the whim of a third party, even though I still am by using Unity's built-in GUI, which was created by the same guy, which I think that's worth something. It's surprising how different it behaves though in certain areas. So I wanted to talk a little about that to any other devs. If you're working on a drag drop system, and this is where it could be a reminder for me in the future if I have to come back to it and see, okay, wait, how did I get that to work? Because this is a little weird. Yo, Devon, what up? Umbrella, you guys are on it. Yo, you see the crazy bundle on the Unity store free and the hum bundle? What? New stuff? Let me see. Let me make a new window here. I love how I can just spell. If you make a new tab, you can just do ass, and an asset store comes up. That's sad. Handball bundle. I don't know. Do they advertise them here? It seems like every time I find one, it's because somebody sent it to me. But thank you, sir. I will check it out. Before I lose my train of thought, though, let's go over this real quick. And in case anybody does find this useful, I want to go through this drag drop issue I found in the first part, so they don't have to watch the rest. Because the rest is just gonna be me working, kind of hang out, work with me if you want. So since the last video, I have built a ton of GUI parts. Still got my old GUI down here, using that as reference, and then I've kind of come to some decisions here, but this is the new one, and inside that are embedded all sorts of things, just tons and tons and tons and tons and tons. It just goes on forever. So yeah, made all this shit in the last 2 weeks, and that's just one of the gambits. It's hell. It's a lot of work. So let's collapse that because I'm not working on that one right now. So the example I want to show, I ran into this issue, and tell me if the music's too loud, I never know. I always change settings in OBS, and it does weird stuff. It's on the get 3 free packs from the 50% off screen. Okay, thanks, Relic. Hell yeah. So yeah, check this out, man. And Devon helped me with this. Devon's pro with this GUI stuff, and I think it's just it's going to slightly change for whatever behavior you're going for. So for me, what was happening when I was trying to simply drag drop an icon from one slot to another, very common, you're going to see it here. By the way, does anybody know if the Unity GUI is friendly on performance? I didn't really think of that, but I started noticing you'll see it flash like a teal, turquoise, blue, and when it does that, I know it's something to do with rendering. So I'm like, wait a minute, is the freaking GUI objects calculating light? God, I hope not. The old one in GUI was not. So I could see that being bad. Anywho, let me know if you know. The frames could be bad. That will really piss me off after all this work. So we have a little test canvas here. And then I've got just junk in there, but what we have is, it's right in my way. So this inventory panel, I made I always call it an outliner. This is where you put your grid and set your cell size, and then you get your little containers, or I call them containers, but they're actually buttons. And then this is the Unity built-in button. I'm not using their on-click because I'm doing it through code using the interface system, which most examples point you to, but I found a little bit of an issue, and my friend Chris gave me, he pointed me in the right direction using event triggers, which that's what that is. On click is an event trigger, but whatever. So this, pointer down, enter exit is just for my tooltip, so when you enter, it turns it on. I did that in a couple videos back, and then it turns it off when you exit, but when you click, pointer down, here was a tricky thing. I needed to store the pointer data, whether it was left click or right click. Here's my little note there, and then that is a static value, so any script can reference it. And if I did this right, in theory, I haven't been able to test because the game is in a broken state until I get all these thousands of objects reconnected and whatnot. So I'm storing it statically, okay, so it's just kind of up here, and any script can just ping it and see what the last click was. And that's how NGI work. I don't know why they don't put that in, but on drop receiver is my own little method. Now they do have an on drop built in that uses pointer data, and then you can check the click there. However, that was causing all sorts of things. Like I'd get half of what I wanted, but then this wouldn't work, and then when I get that to work, then this wouldn't work, and blah blah blah. So what I came up with is this method here must be fired by an event trigger right here, which I'm in the way. It's on the components there. You can kind of see it. So that right there is pointed to itself, and it's going to this script right here. So you put your script on, and then you assign it. Oh, sorry, I guess, let me back up. See how it's drop? You can add event types. So I add a drop, I point it to itself, and then I tell it to go to that script and run that method we were just looking at. So that is the only way that I've been able to get drag drop to work without any of these unwanted behaviors. And it's really weird to me because, like Devon pointed out, you can put a new script on there in the last video I did. So you can make a separate script and just call it like your drop handler, and that does work, but it gave me some the specific issue that I didn't like is, let me show you, and I may have shown this in the last video, but I just wanted to be really clear about it and show you what my solution is. So opposed to adding a separate script, I did a add component. Wait for it. This thing is getting slower and slower, or my computer is, I don't know which. Probably both. So you add component, add event trigger. So you add that component, then add the drop, then add or point it to the method. And that, my guess is that because the interfaces are all probably executing at the same level, this event trigger as a component is probably executing just after or before, so they're not in conflict with each other at the same level of execution. So the order of execution, I believe, is what was causing the problem. And we are at, let's call it 500, 600, whatever. That's good. Okay, frames are okay. So when I would drag, because this, I think because this window was draggable, and that's what I wanted, that's on an entirely different script. It's up here, right there. So there's my drag script. right? And it's pointed to that canvas, so it knows where to drag, or its area it can drag. But it seems that the button right here is somehow triggering. Yeah, it was passing through the button as you pick it up, and it would drag the window with the button. So then when I let go, it swaps just the way I want. So good to go. Drag, release. You can also just left click, pick up, and then I'm not holding the button. Then drop doesn't work at that point. And it should still work like this. Yeah, okay. And then I did a little right click test. So, point of the story is, by using event trigger instead of a script, using the this one, pointer drop, what is it? No, it's drop handler. Yeah, so you could use that and then have a method called onDrop that has the pointer data as a parameter. It works, but for whatever freaking reason, I was getting interference between the drag. I don't get it. I don't get it. But there you go. That's one way to do it. Sorry, let me see the chat here. So, yeah, it does relic the VFX. I think it's mainly because it's been around so much longer. And also, how big of a UI change? How big of a change? Oh god. If I get what you mean, it's retarded huge change. Like, going through this process, thousands of objects and a lot of cross communication between objects, and then throw the player in there and it's got to communicate. So I need those two like brains to operate together. So this is the backbone of the game. If I was to hire somebody as a programmer, I would tell them just start with that scene, understand how that GUI works and how things are passed around. So to me, it's the biggest part of the game, and it's I've had to go through and add your new imports there, add your interfaces. Then I've had to figure out, okay, well, now I need to store the last click and then add the drop receiver. So I'm having to do that on like, I don't know, 10, 15 different containers. And then there's been the drop issue, and then there's tooltips had to be redone, dragging a window, everything that NGUI did out of the box, I've had to recreate. And I really wish they would just make that, like, just make little freaking templates that people can use. So to answer the question, it's been a very big pain in the ass, and I don't expect that it's going to be fixed like first time I fire it up. I'm sure there'll be things I missed, but even the cursor, the way you set a sprite, I don't want to list this. This one's not bad. So yeah, massive change. Very, very frustrating, but had to be done. And let's see. So beyond just replacing every single component in the scene, I should probably stop that here. And then let's turn this off. Get back to the real one here. I'm just using that for tests. But beyond having to replace every single damn thing on here, rebuild every button, and redirect it to the proper component, and reassign all the values. I showed this last time. I've got a huge GUI manager script that is basically the central point, the hub where it can connect to anything. It can connect to the players, so whatever you're working on, you can get access to whatever you need through a static instance of the GUI manager. That's my concept. It's like a singleton, and I like it. Anywho, it is friendly on performance, Devon says. Okay, good. I hope so. And so long as you use sprite atlasing. Right. That could be an issue, because part of what was appealing to me was how crisp it is, and now I see why, because it's not it's not by default set up to work off of an atlas, whereas NGUI was. So I may have to implement an atlas for the bigger windows and then see how that goes. But yeah, we'll play it and just play it out. And if you put moving animations on their own canvas, oh yeah, I didn't think about animations. Haven't got there yet, but I was thinking, like with the tooltip, the NGI one kind of like bounced in, and it had a little delay. So I'm gonna have to see if I like that, if I want to recreate that. Just a lot of recreating. I mean, it just shows what a good product NGI was or is. I just had some complaints with it, and the guy who made it is probably inundated with people asking questions all the time, and good on him for his support. He's been excellent with support, but my biggest gripe was the artifacting. It was clipping into other things on the atlas, and I see this one does it too, but if you plan out your atlases, I don't see it being a problem. But his was more due to changing color space from gamma to linear for whatever reason. And again, it's not supposed to, his shaders weren't lit, so I don't know. I guess color space isn't necessarily lighting, but it does seem to be related and affected by, whatever. Okay, and well, as long as you keep the same style GUI, you use 9 slicing for sprites. Don't know what that is. I need to optimize until it's slow, so you should be fine. Yeah, I agree. We'll just wait and get to that point when we get there. 9 slicing. Was ist das? 9 slicing. Where was I? This one. So I'm working on this piece here, but let me just see if is it right here? Is it something to do with settings on here? I don't know. I may have to bug you about that later. Also, I was listening to. I just turn on things, documentaries usually, and listen to them while I'm trying to work. Or music, but lately been listening to a lot of stuff, and a video came up that I thought was interesting. It was from the Salt Factory, and he did a little deep dive on Chronicles of Illyria. And sorry, my neck is killing me. I got this pain patch on, which surprisingly works pretty good. So you're gonna see me fidgeting around a lot, but I don't know what to do about it. So I don't really have a lot to say on Chronicles of Illyria. It is really weird. They've had millions of dollars, like 8 million, I guess, and it's been. I think they started pretty much at the same time I started. I'm one guy. They had a team and money. I don't understand. Not talking shit, but maybe feature creep, maybe just too many things they were juggling. But in that video from the Salt Factory, he showed essentially what the devs are saying. Here, look, here's some other, here's some videos explaining what we're going through. And one of them was this one. And I guess this guy made like Crash Bandicoot and Spyro and stuff, and it's really old, but it was really interesting. So to any devs, I'd say you should watch it. Here, I could link it. I pasted it here somewhere. Which one is it? Oh, yeah, actually I thought this was so funny. You guys gotta hear this. So it's this dude here, Mark Cerny, and I mean, I get why he posted it. I still don't understand everything that they're going through as a company, but that's neither here nor there. Interesting topic, and yeah, feel free to talk about it. I don't think I should say anything, but he's a scam artist, though, even before COE was announced. That's what it's looking like. I don't know. It could be that he just took on way too much. Because from what I see, there's like 4 different projects. You know, he's got the game, and then he's got the server representation of the game, which was like voxel based, and then he had something else, and then he had now Kingdoms of Illyria, and it's like, what are you doing, man? You are spreading yourself way too thin. Personally, that's just my opinion, but I don't know. maybe he doesn't know what he's talking about. But listen to this. This is funny. Because I've gotten a lot of flack over the years from people who are like, "Hey, whoa, it's me, weird." Uh, Developers, I guess you'd say. They gotta use that a little loosely because not everybody is. But I think this is funny. So I've gotten flack about, dude, you don't even have game design documents. And I'm like, you know what? Sometimes you just need to shut up and work. And that's what I've been saying for weeks now and trying to do that, other than these streams. But listen to what he says. It's funny.
We have
Planning
to
is a
avoid
myth.
2 bad habits that are very easy to slip into: planning and scheduling.
Who would have thought?
Pre-production must be allowed to be a chaotic process. You can't plan when inspiration will
I'm
strike,
gonna speed it up.
and you can't schedule the date when you will have worked out all of your seemingly intractable problems. It's not just a bad idea to schedule, it's impossible. And those who do plan and schedule pre-production end up in one of 2 boats. Those
Now,
who
this
are
is true.
so
I've
frustrated
seen
or
this.
disillusioned that they cancel the project, or those who build a project that is not yet ready and therefore carries all of its deficiencies over into production. So, no long-term planning or scheduling. How do you manage chaos? Well, first, assemble the core
I'd
team.
say watch it if you're interested. But he has some very good points, and it goes a lot against what they teach in school from the students I've worked with. I know what their curriculum is, and they really pound into their head that they need this fucking. And he says 500-page game design document, GDD. And yeah, that's about what I'm hearing from them. And I keep telling them, dude, no, just get going and work on it and figure out what you take those ideas, those features, the things that you say the game's going to have, and see if you can even do it. Try it. Dare you. Do it. Your game design document's not going to help you with that. And then this guy he brings up, and he says, he kind of called him out. He's like, hey, I heard you had a 500-page design document, and how did that work out? And he had an interesting response, and basically he said that mainly why you need that is because when you go to an investor, they want to see that, kind of like if you go to the bank, they want, as a business and you want a business loan, they do want a business plan. So yeah, I get it. That totally makes sense, but it's very conflicting with development. The art of development, it doesn't really work that way. So you, like he says, you really can't plan for the dumb shit that's going to come up. Like what I just showed. The weird behavior, the weird interaction of a GUI. Yeah, like how are you going to plan for that? You can't. Good luck. Yeti, what up? And Steve Jobs, developer. What? I'm not sure. Is that something he preached or something? Top of the morning to y'all. Me to you. I don't know what they say. Oh, my hood is like kinking up my neck, so we're gonna go like that. We're gonna do that. It's a little weird, but whatever. It's too much pressure on my neck. It's like getting kinked up back there. Alright, so where was I? You can kind of see some of the conversion process. So I'm rebuilding the little alky pouch, I call it, the alchemist pouch, philosopher's shard. And at first I had all the buttons working with a little test script that I removed, and now I'm putting on the real script, but then I gotta assign this to there, and then I gotta assign the text, and then you gotta add your thing I just showed you. You add drop, and then you hit plus, and then you say point to this, and run this drop method. Boom, done. Now, what I do is just do it once to this button, then duplicate it. But because I've placed all these, I wasn't thinking ahead here, but I'm gonna just disable these rather than have to do that to every single one of them. You'll see. But I've already gone through this script and added the stuff that I needed and found material. What? They don't have that. Why's that got that? What? See, it says it's unlit. I think, right? UI default. Huh. Well, it looks right, so whatever. We'll see. If I have to do it again, oh well. Okay, raycast is on. That makes it clickable, which is kind of like the GUI had to have a collider, but whatever. So that's kind of like a collider. And Chris also said you don't have to use raycast, which I can't see a way around it. So we're going to use raycast on just things that are buttons. So now that we got that, did I put the drag on there, the thing that interferes? Oh yeah, I gotta assign all this crap. We gotta convert that, because that's a UI label, that's the old one. Text list is gonna be the other thing, I forgot what the new one's called. Got my drag, and the bring to front. Okay, so now, and by the way, to anybody who doesn't know the game, this is kind of like it's like a little crafting system. I'm gonna elaborate on it more and or add a secondary system that has a lot more crafting. I know people like that. I personally haven't really got into crafting, but you can do stuff and transmute things like branches and iron to make arrows, and you can take like 3 white items and transmute them and have a chance to get a legendary item, crap like that. But it's also serves as like 13 extra slots, so it's like a mini bag inside of your bag. This icon is there to remind me that I have to make this window open when you right click it, which should be the same as the old code. We'll find out. So I guess, yeah, I think I'm ready to just go at it. Put little notes in there, but I think that's all the components we need. Let me just pick over here. That's the script. Init says being called from the manager, that's right. And then that's just checking the components, making sure they're there. Oh yeah, here's an example of the differences where you access the sprite through the image in order to get the name, which I just cache so that I know what to reset it to if you remove something from that slot. And then it does all that crap down here. So this whole chunk has gotten a lot bigger. That wasn't there before. So I don't know, pros and cons all the way. But that's how you get your sprite off your atlas. And former CEO of Blizzard for years ago told us that 500-page doc or even 1-page doc doesn't matter, and your idea doesn't matter to a company. The only thing that matters is the outline of 3 things. What is it about? Is it going to make profit? Sadly, yes. That's the real world talk that people kind of seem to miss, but exactly. And how is it different to anything on the market already? Yeah, I've answered those questions hundreds of times over the years. I did a little competition years ago. It's still on the internet somewhere. It was called Grow Utah Game Wars or something. And it was really interesting. Trying to think how to say this without sounding like I'm bragging, but I guess I'm bragging. It was kind of cool. There was 2 hours with the judges and the investors. I mean, the prize was only $25,000, and half of it was in services, which legal services very useful, but really 12 grand was first place. So they basically told me I would have been 3rd or 1st, at least in the top 3, except for it was such a big project. They didn't see how 12,500 could get me there, and that's true. Looking back, that was correct. But it was funny because I had all the judges and all the bankers at my table, and everybody else is just like, "What's going on?" And I thought it was weird too, but they were all really asking those exact questions, which are frustrating because there's a lot of ways to make a game profitable, but you really should try to make it as pleasant to the player as possible, and that's where the breakdown begins with banks and people coming at you with those questions. Alright, anywho. Control D, duplicate. We'll just do this a bunch of times. What do I need? Like 11? I think. Yeah, 11. One more. Or was that? That might have. Yeah, no, 11. So there's 12 plus 1 is 13. Yeah. And then I go through and rename them. So by doing what I just did there, I do it that way because since I assigned it on 0, the first one I set up, it's already assigned. It inherits that, I guess, whatever, and I don't have to add the component and point it to the drop receiver. Blah, blah, blah. So I think it's faster. To each their own, though. And then, if you're wondering why I do this, I still think it's a good system. Probably a better way to do it. Nah, I'm sure there is a better way to do it, but it currently the code is set up to parse the name of the button that you clicked in the particular outliner or grid window, whatever you want to call it, that you clicked on. So it's referring, it's going to take this name, which is an alphanumeric, string, which is alphanumeric, and then it's going to try to parse the name of the button, which parse is just a fancy word for convert, or I guess you could say. And then it will, so if I click slot 10, then I know that I'm pointing to slot 10 in the list that is the inventory, that is the pouch, if that makes any sense whatsoever. But I like it, it works. So now I'm just gonna parent, and dang man, GUI had this sweet little feature that you just hit a button and it would position them for you. Oh, I guess I could do the center thing, huh? Yeah, that'll work. So now let's just do that to each of them, and we'll delete as we go. Go there, and then we go boom, boom, and I'm gonna go Alt Shift, because Shift is setting pivot, and that's setting position. So boom. Why does it do that? It's so annoying. Maybe I will just zero them out. Oh yeah, and anybody watching this about the drag drop shit, done. Now I'm just gonna work and stuff. Work and babble. I noticed I used to be able to be productive and talk to people, and that helped keep my sanity over the years, but can't really do it anymore. Don't know why. It's weird. I'm not sure this is... Yeah, it's not easier. So we'll just go like that a bunch of times. Get rid of you, and drag you, and then 0, 0, enter you, and you go there. And then 0, 0. I do talk to myself a lot, which I think it's kind of just like that old whistle while you work kind of thing. Don't know. But I can't really talk to people anymore. I don't know. I guess it depends on what I'm working on. If it's like visual shit, like what I'm doing here, I can still cognitively function, I think. But when I get doing code, man, there's no way. I just have to shut up and work. Put your money where your mouth is, man. That's definitely a thing that I think some of the some indie teams, I don't want to point, I don't want to call anybody out, but maybe that one we were just talking about could benefit from just doing it. Don't say you're gonna do a bunch of shit. Just do it. These are weird numbers. What the hell? I swear I like plotted it out and everything, but okay, whatever. Looks right. Ow! Oh, I love these drums. Let's get a good build up on it. Alright, what are we saying over there? As a game designer, I don't care what any goof up in office says. If you make a game that is just fun and solid, and you market it as what the product is, then it will be a success, even if it's in the long run. Dude, I totally agree. This is very well said, Relic. I absolutely agree. It's like, make a game that you want to play. Start there, you know? Because if you don't even want to play it, then who the hell else would? But like, gaming would be way more profitable if games were marketed properly, meaning a camo skin for a gun should not be 15 bucks. It should be 3, no more than 5 at most. I agree with that too. I'm gonna try, we got this whole store coming up, and that was another reason I had to redo the GUI, because it's gonna be kind of a pain in the butt. I think I've got good chunks of it built, so maybe it won't be bad, but Yeti's made a bunch of stuff, Mr. Yeti up there in chat, and there's loads. I think we easily got like 50 items, but yeah, I want them to be within reason. Like $5 would be expensive, and I know some of the items that I have on the store are like 25. That's more of a when I first made it, I didn't realize how much Steam was gonna take and tax and everything considered. I didn't realize I'd only get half of it. But the price was higher because it's like, hey, the idea was that you're supporting the game. It wasn't so much like me being a greedy dev trying to make a cash shop. No. It was more like, hey, you can continue to help. But now that I see how much they take, the goal is still to try to find the middle ground, which, if anybody knows, please tell me, because it's very confusing, and the people I've spoke to at Steam aren't helping. But it seems to me that you need to very carefully point the player to your site. I think this works if you have a little button that says visit our site, and that's all it says. Then it just takes them to your site, and then from there they could click on your store and purchase things from the site that don't go through Steam. I think you can do that. Don't quote me. Don't blame me if you try it and you get in trouble with Steam, because boy, they don't tolerate when they don't get a piece of the pie. That pisses them off. Greedy bastards. You don't get them. I mean, Gabe, do you not have enough money yet, Gabe Newell? Do you ever hear this, Mister? Maybe you got enough. Maybe only like billions of dollars. Yeah, you're probably hurting, huh? I'm a dick. I mean, they do actually do a lot for you. Because I sure as shit wouldn't want to deal with the accounting and refunds and that, but I mean, most of what they've got though is automated, so I still would stand by what I'm saying. Did I do that right? I think I did it right. After I say I can do this and talk. Yeah, right. I did something different on this button, I thought. Maybe not. That's why I funded the game, was because I can see this project going forward. I can't see something like COE or AOC being 100. That's very kind of you, Relic. Kind words, I appreciate that. AOC. Oh, Ashes of Creation. I thought that one was doing good, wasn't they? Yeah, I totally don't see Chronicles of Illyria pulling out of this nosedive they're in. Maybe. We'll see. But AOC, I thought I saw like some videos pop up showing they were done some release. I don't know. I should probably look into it a little more. Oh, we better save the scene before I forget. And yo, but that Steam Deck. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of pros and cons to Steam. If I'm picking up what you're putting down, then yeah, there's more to be said than what I'm saying. It was very disappointing for me being solo on this project for 10 goddamn years of my life, and then to see how much they take, it was like, wow, dude. did you make the game? Or did I? I mean, what the fuck? 30% partner, and they don't do anything? Everything they do is automated? That's a shit deal if I ever heard one. But, you know, I'm pushing for December. I've got the goals I talked about in the last one. Get the GUI sorted, get the store in there, and then new content, area, quests, and 2 new dungeons, hopefully. Then a couple other things. If I can get that ready by December, then I think I can be on board with the launch of Ultra. I think they're launching in December. I need to call those guys. I don't really communicate to people very well, if at all. But those guys are so awesome. I can't say that enough. So I'm pretty stoked about it, but also stressed. Also, I got a question for Devon. Let's see. Also, I upgraded Windows 11. What? It's actually pretty solid, though. Yet to check gaming performance in Unreal. Windows 11. I thought they were just gonna stick with 10 and just update it. Yeah, I don't know. I gotta try Unity again just for the cool VFX. It's just seeing you coding is making me very anxious. This coding is not my thing. No, it's fun. Did you try Epic Games Marketplace? Yeah. I think I own a couple things that were free from the marketplace. I do like it. At first, you know, years ago when they decided to make it free, make the engine free, I was looking at it pretty, you know, like I was looking at it thoroughly, let's say. Not like I couldn't really consider changing because it is, that's just too much. But, I will say they have really, they've always had the quality since day one, and I have my theories on that, but they now have a lot more content on the marketplace, so that's awesome. But you shouldn't worry about the coding part, dude. It actually isn't bad if you just take the small steps, you know, but just start with a visual scripter. I mean, blueprints, that's what everybody does anyways. And then convert it to your C++ or whatever, and then go through it and read it and see what it looks like after you've laid it out visually in blueprints, and then generate the code and look at it and see if you can make the comparisons to see, oh, okay, this is doing this, and I bet you'd pick it up real quick. Posting your game on the game marketplace. Oh, yeah, nah, that is on the list of things to do as well, but I really want to get set up with the dudes at whatever you call it, Ultra. Hang on a second. And yeah, I was going to ask about Raycast on Text Mesh Pro. I see it's an advanced option. Hang on. Buddy called me. I had to answer. What the hell? I don't remember these. Do they all have a default material? I didn't notice that. But yeah, I'll show you, Devon. The what? Give me a second. Yeah, see, why does that have a material and this doesn't? What is going on there? I feel like I need to redo that now. What? That's weird. There's no what? I'm talking about the well, let's do it on this button. So to Devon, he's a UI guy. Do we care? Because I mean, to me, anytime there's a raycast, it's wasted performance. But if this is simply, see, it says it's going to block from graphic raycaster. Would that mean that if a player clicks on this text area, the yellow box, that the click is not going to be detected on the background square, which is where it's supposed to be? I don't know. But if that's the case, oh boy, I'm going to have a lot of these labels to fix. Luckily though, I left the parenthesis TMP in there so I could search for them in case I needed to. So maybe I'll search them all up and fix all hundreds of them at once. But do we care? I gotta go. It's 2011 here. Oh, okay. Thanks for hanging, Relic. See you, buddy. And what do you think, Devon? Do we care? Should I turn that off? Seems like it should be off, because I don't. That's not what I want to detect the raycast. Yeah, I feel like it should be off. And oh, maybe that's what you're saying by exactly, is that it should be off. See you, man. You're exactly correct. TMP raycast will basically say block all behind the text. Okay. Lovely. Alright, well, this is dumb, but I don't understand why this has a material that is different. And all the other buttons do not. What? That's a little weird. Why would it? What? What did that happen? Can I just remove that component? Let's see. I don't know what I done did there. Oh, I think I know. Maybe what I did. Son of a. Alright, whatever. I'm just gonna do it again. Just cause. I think what I did is when I created this button, I created it differently. So let's just dupe that. Put this here. Yeah, son of a. Hey, wait, I want you centered. And then I can fix this text shot at the same time. Let's disable that so I know those. That, and then copy that component. And remove that one. Paste that one. It has it again. Okay. What the hell? So something up here must be doing that. I guess because it's a child? Which, this is another complaint I have. Let me try something else. That is tripping me out. I'm really picky about things like that. I've found that when something don't look right, you should probably stop what you're doing and figure it out, or else it'll bite you in the ass later. But this probably isn't a big deal, but I'm gonna try reorganizing it. And yo, Louise, what up, dude? You don't have to worry about the default material. It is set when you have an image on it. Yeah, that's what I thought. So that's just weird, though. UI thing to default material. You using Unet network system? Nope, using SmartFox. To Louise. Otherwise, you would have to set your own material on every UI element. Yeah, it's just weird that. Oh, it's probably because these are off. So these are off, and it's not showing the material. But if we turn them on, then it does. Is that right? Yeah, okay. So it's nothing to worry about. It just was tripping me out because I was clicking on these and I'm like, well, why doesn't that have a material and this does? And I hate wasted components. But cool. Alright, never mind then. We're good. I inhaled Mountain Dew. That didn't work out so good. Yeah, Unet, Louise, I probably would have used it but when I started, like, the networking part was probably, I don't know, 7, 8 years ago, and it just wasn't very matured, and yeah, it couldn't handle many players, and I don't think Unet even existed technically, but the options were slim. Oh yeah, these buttons need to do something. So, what are they going to do? Oh, and then I gotta assign that. So I'm gonna go to my reference here. Did I put anything special on that? So these guys are the buttons, just the background and label, cool. How to play sound. Point to the manager, convert all, okay. And then a tooltip generic. Alright, make that a little more visible for me. I will. I don't like the way I did that. This is another dumb thing. Well, Relic's gone now, but another thing. Well, actually, so color codes. You can see I'm using this one, square brackets, 4 Fs, 2 9s. I think that's gray or something. And the newer system, or the new to me, I know at least TextMesh Pro uses the other thing, and I forget what's what, hexadecimal or whatever. So I've had to convert color codes and, you know, crap like that. It's getting really frustrating and tedious. Let me just copy all these to a document. Oh, looks like I'm just not doing a whole lot there. See, I wanna. I know I could improve this, but now's not really the time to do that. But see, I'm having it show. It looks like the first one is showing. It's saying, "Hey, show this text in purple," and then go to gray and show that text, or something. Because then I'm changing that. That one's got to be gray. I don't know what that one is. It's probably my yellowish color, gold or something. So that could be better, but to make a tooltip script that displays a different color for each message, I could think of a couple ways to do it, but I don't think I really want to do it right now. And it looks like I'm using that, so let's copy that component. Oh, you guys probably don't know what's this. Yeah, whoops. Wait, just a couple more metal songs. Really like this one down here somewhere. Where is it? Jesus, this list is getting too long. I like this one. Alright, then we're gonna go up here. Slap that on the button. Just doing that. Place that. Okay. So this time I probably will use the whatchamahoo's it. I have to fix that. I'm gonna use the button on this one. I'm gonna tell it to point to itself. No, not to itself. It's gotta point to. I make these little manager scripts. So this panel is its own. It's managing itself. Its children. And you know, I think that sounds good, but now that I'm going through everything, all these managers that I'm making all over the place, kind of it gets a little confusing. So as nasty as it is to see a ton of variables on one script, I almost kind of like that better, because it's at least you know where everything is. But I'm not gonna reinvent the wheel today, so we'll just. Oh yeah, gotta assign these. Right, these are pointed to the old one. Yep. Okay. Hang on a second. Do this now. Look at chat. So I'm just. I'm basically. This looks this might look like silly from a development perspective, like, oh man, that's horrible, why are you doing it that way? But essentially what I'm doing is I'm pre-caching by drag and dropping, so there's not a ton of stuff going on when this scene starts, because there's already so much crap happening. So anywhere where I can pre-cache items, I'm gonna do it. It will be better. Okay, that's container. Target is number 12. Okay, that one I'm not using. Okay, so this one I can name it. Say target pouch item. So it's a little easier for me to read. And then the tool tips on this. I gotta remember to get rid of that script too. Remove that before I forget. And what am I gonna do about that? Let's see. You're Unreal. Oh, sweet. Oh wait. Yeah, got that one. I'm making more peg using 4.2. Sweet, dude. That's awesome. I love hearing that. What? You like some metal too? Right on, dude. You do that all day. But have you heard some music called D-Jazz? It's metal meets jazz. Oh, yeah. You'll have to link me. Pick a good one and link me, man. Probably should have. I don't. Whoops. Hold on. Okay, I went to the right screen. Probably should have had this on when I started the stream. Whoops. But that does sound interesting. I'm going to sleep. Goodbye and good luck. All right. See you, Louise. He's already gone. Ow. Yang, what up, man? Hello. We're just doing some good old-fashioned boring work. Alright, so back to functions. So I've got tooltips that need more functionality. I want multicolors. I'll have to think about that. Right now I feel like I should boy, I don't know. I mean, I could just find the code and put it in there, the color code. And the sound doesn't play. So let's do this. What do I have in there? So right click, paste as new. There's my place. Oh, that's the wrong damn one. Dear. Yeah, remove that. We're gonna add the one that I made for this problemo and call it my. I had 2 of those. Yeah, okay, this is the right one. And then what the hell was that? It was like spell soul burn. Okay, cool. And then on all 3 of these, we'll go like that. And it says soul. Whoa, that was loud. Sorry. Turn that down a little bit in case I do that again. So I made this little script, and you can override the volume if you want. Otherwise, it just plays through. It points to this guy up here, Audio Manager, which is pointed to the mixer. That you got to make your own mixer and all that fun stuff. So the well, actually, I think it points to the GUI, the GUI Manager, which then has a reference to that. So everything will play through on the GUI 2D level instead of 3D sound. And it is also controlled by a slider bar. So that's part of the fun of making this GUI work. Yay. And then we're gonna add a new one there. And we're gonna have to... Gotta do these separate. So this would be... And see, I think this is just dumb, but for now it'll work. So I'm having to tell it, hey, point to yourself and then play the sound. Which I could do it different, but whatever. Oh, these are prefab. It's like, what the hell's going on? Let me see, where is that pulling from? Icon button, template. Okay. Right click on back completely. And then this guy needs to point to himself and then to the play sound. Use same thing. Then, this one I'm debating. No, that's right. We'll just do it like that. So this is pointed to the manager, and then this will go out about manager, convert all to greater. This one is a regular. Guess I can get both of these at once, right? So top. Okay, cool. Double check. Now save scene, and then I gotta think what to do with the tooltips for now. See, I don't have a custom script for this, so, and I don't really want to make one. So this, I guess I'll just grab the color code and see if it'll work. Degen is just gen. Oh, Yang, no. Digital Zombie is awesome, but I'm Ty. I'm the developer. Zombie is awesome. He's been helping for a couple months. He's pretty much the server administrator, I guess is the right title. And is Zombie working on the game live? Yeah, he is. He's helping. Unfortunately, I think, yeah, there's a couple people who are they've got some things ready, but they're waiting on me to get the GUI back up and working so that we can add the new features and such. Anywho, yeah, he does call me cheap. That's funny. He's an awesome dude. Also, the D in D-Jazz is silent, so it's just called Jazz, like Degen. Yeah, okay. I still don't quite know exactly Degen. I guess it's a style. I assume it's something to do with drop D. Don't know. But I do like some of the things that metal songs that I've heard that are Degen or Gent. And then I don't know about his real name, but probably. He's been talking about you. It's really cool. Awesome to see you working like this. Oh, that's cool. Thanks, Yang. I appreciate that, buddy. I figure people should see that I am still working on it. It is very slow because it's just, I don't have the budget to pay everybody, and the guys that are helping, they've got a life and a job, and so they can't put a ton of time in, and I get that, and I just appreciate their help, whatever they can offer. But yeah, it's pretty much on my shoulders, which is probably why my neck hurts. It's like figuratively, but literally a pain in the neck. Not often get to see the devs working. Yeah, and that's the thing. So you do think that's good, Yang? Because I've been debating, like, I'm doing this as just personally, I think it's something I'd like to see, is people actually working on something. But I don't know if that's weird or... It's definitely not common, but I think it should be more common. Like, I debate myself, like, should I be streaming this stuff? I don't know. it's not the norm, so I don't know if it's like a professional thing, a professionalism issue with other studios. They don't want to, they think it looks unprofessional to just hang out and talk to people. I don't know. But I feel it's cool. It's probably super boring, but at least it shows I'm working on it. Still doing stuff. Alright, let me see what I did here. Oh, right. That's not gonna matter anymore. Crap. I gotta think about that one. So I'm just push it to the side so it stands out a little to me. Catches my eye when I scroll through. And if the instance is in there and I stop, I should probably put a debug in there to tell me, but whatever. If the item is not null and it is occupied, then we know we have an item. If the string is an empty. Okay, cool. So I'm only using the tooltip color when something is typed in there. So if I remove the text there, green, then it should ignore it, and I can just put in the like more or less hard code the colors in there. I think. I hope. I'm not sure if it'll read that correctly. Let's see. Messages and codes. And I gotta redirect all those. Forgot about that. So we show it after it's been colored. Wait. Oh, message, right. And then that is messages empty. So that's what am I doing there? Empty item. Oh yeah, in the tests I had it dependent on an item. Okay, looks like I had it set up to work like that. Cool. It's so confusing reading stuff you did. I did this like in January or February, so I'm trying to remember how I had this set up here. Okay. Here it is again. Push that out there. Why do I have that? No, I do need that. Okay, whatever. Alright, let's look at, I know what's in there. No, that's not the one I'm pointing to, or won't be in, but let's see what we got here. We got gray, and I should figure out what the others were for. Can I get away with that? I'd have to put this whole gibberish in there. I don't like that. I should probably think about it a little more. Yeah, that's programmed for you. It's real tough, but yeah, it's totally weird and ought not be. Yeah, I suppose people don't normally do it, so it's harder to hack the game. Yes, agreed. That is one thing that has made me question it multiple times is, you know, I'm showing the code so programmers would know how to manipulate things if they're reading it, but nah. Like, it was a pain in the butt. You need to crowdfund this game a little harder. I mean, if Star Citizen can pull 480 million, so can you. Yeah, the person who was in charge of that, Brian, he just didn't, I don't know what else to say. Sorry, Brian, if you hear this, but I don't think you really tried, man. Just because Google said 4 days, that's what he was telling me. If you don't hit your goal in 4 days, according to Google, then statistically you're not going to make it. Well, that's statistically, yes, I understand that, Brian, but that doesn't mean you can't. That is just what statistics show. So, don't know why, but it seemed like he gave up after the first few days. And moo, huh, Quincy? Sounds like something Chris would say. Watching from work, eager to play more when back at home. Sweet! And Zombie's not with us in this stream. I'm not Zombie. It's really weird. I think over the last 2 years, I don't know if people realize I'm the developer, and that's fine with me. I don't care. I'm not doing it to be like, look how cool I am. Or it's not about me. I'm just trying to make a game, you know. But it is confusing because, like, for a while there, I think people thought Brian was the developer. I gave him the dev title in Discord so that he could do something, and he was supposed to tell me when he was done, and then we were going to take it back. But I don't know if he wanted it or he must have wanted it. I don't get it, but I know there's been confusion about that. But yeah, Isa me, Tyler on Discord, which is just Tyler, but I thought it'd be funnier to put it in a funny way. Okay, so, and yeah, the crowdfund thing, if anybody knows somebody who has experience with that, I would be interested in giving it a real try. But I've studied up on it, and you really should have pre-prepared content that you show each week. Ideally, every day would be great, but there's a lot of content creation, and then there's the pure marketing aspect, which is going to cost money. I've even read that you need a Kickstarter for your Kickstarter, and the realistic or feasible budget is 20 to 25,000 in marketing. So yeah, that's goofy, but it's true. So there's that, and then I would need said person to be responsible for PR communication, responding to emails and such. I can't juggle all that. I don't know. I think after I get to this next little goal, I'll try to do. I'm trying to think of the code and what I'm saying, and it's not working. I almost had a solution, but then it didn't work in my head. So, anyways, I think if we gave it a real solid shot with somebody with experience, yeah, I could do it, and then I could actually make some really good progress if I had a budget. That'd be amazing. Amazing than hell. Oh, you've been calling me DC. Wait a minute, cow level. Oh, that's why you're moving at me. Yeah, I think I'll do some fun, weird stuff. Definitely not gonna rip off anybody, but I know you didn't literally mean to make a cow level. But I definitely want to do some little Easter egg kind of things, because that is fun. And they're, well, hiya Tyler. Hiya Quincy. I go by Ty, and on Discord I spell it TAI space lure, Lure. But I'm pretty much never online, because I found that I can't really work when I talk, as you're seeing right now. I have been thinking while I'm talking, and this format is very inconvenient for me to type in here. So I was thinking I could do like a list of messages, and then a list of colors, and just make a little note on the script and say whatever color you put in 0 is going to color the text list. I don't know, let's try it. Fuck it, let's do it. This program's on. Get antsy. I don't know if this is even going to be worth it, but I know I've done this in a couple places where I'm using multiple different colors. And the only alternative, well, I have an alternative in the other scripts, but for generic things I don't really have an alternative. Yeah, I think this makes the most sense. Alright, we're programming. So we're gonna go some new lists and sisters of strings, and this will be our colors, and then grab that, and then we'll say Messages. Okay, this song though, it's like an old throwback to some 80s stuff, but I like the intro, and then it gets a little blah. Ow. Let's listen to that one. Well, actually, that's not the one I wanted to listen to. Try this one. And you need a YouTube frontman to generate content about the game updates. You also need to give that frontman some hooks for players to spend money on. I agree, Yang, but without a budget, I don't know. That's the trick, man. That is exactly my dilemma. I agree 100%. I need those people. And that same person could also help with Discord, emails, things like that. But I don't have a budget to pay them. So then what's their motivation? Shh, you're breaking his concentration. Also, not that I'm cheating in your game, but I've been playing DR2 or D2R on the side. You are cheating. No, I'm surprised anybody's still playing. That's awesome. I've spent many thousands of hours, but I know we're super starving for content, so I'm just trying to get that going, and then I'm gonna put in another 500 or 1,000 hours going through it. And I do want to do like events where we say like Saturday we're gonna do this dungeon, that dungeon, whatever, and then I have partially done a scenario where I can turn into a dragon and then you guys can fight me. That'll be fun. But I've got to go through and fix a couple issues with that. And then we can have zombie turn into a giant something. One plan I was going to do, I accidentally released the werewolf. That's the only reason it ever got in the game. Is it was experimental. It wasn't supposed to be in the game yet. I was going to have an event where you had to beat me, and I would play as King Lyokan? It's where we get the word lichen from. So supposedly I think it was Zeus cursed him and made him half man, half dog. So that's like one of the origin points for werewolves. There's a couple. But I thought it'd be really fun if we played to where you guys have to take me out and I'll attack a city at a certain time. And then once you guys beat me, then I was going to unlock the werewolf. But I forgot to disable the button one day. And then people are like, hey, there's a werewolf. I'm like, damn it. Okay, fine. We'll leave it in. Whoops. You curious about what is happening with the color case? It looks something like that. Could be an XML JSON selection. I thought you were going to play my DJs. Oh, did you link me? Link me a DJs. Link me a good one. Devon, I'll play it. Hell yeah. And I'll show you the color thing as I block it out here. Man, I wish I took some computer science class. I think my dad would understand this more than me. Give employees shares in your company instead of money right now. That is something I've looked into, and there's a couple options. The guy that was helping with web dev stuff, Nevin, he's awesome. But he too has a full-time job and a life, so it's difficult. But he has a he's got a friend that we've been talking with. He's creating a new project. I don't know if I'm supposed to talk about it, so I don't want to mention it yet. I'll have to ask him, but it's a really cool little system where you can basically do exactly what Yang said. You can give shares instead of money, and then those shares can be bought back when the company is profitable down the road. So looking at it, it's just I've got a plan. See, this is another thing that would be nice to have some help with, somebody to put together a roadmap so people can see what I'm doing and planning, rather than me trying to explain it. Yeah, something we should do. And take a look at Discord when you get a chance. I'm happy to help rework the main tab for you if you give me tools to do it. I have no life. I'm just nothing but time. Yang, do you have experience with Unity? Because we could totally do that. Still got some heavy parts. Alright, Devon. Yeah, I'm gonna fire it up after this song. Wait, I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, I'm getting damn emails for this one anyway, so we'll just do this. Whoa, sorry, that's loud. Oh, this sounds awesome. I like the way it starts already. That's funny. Wait, I gotta hear that again. That's awesome. Yeah, I like it already. Ooh, I like how he just throws in a little dig. Little riff there. Nice. Oh, what are we on, a 7 or 8 string? Is it sped up? Oh, it is, sorry. Ah, that's funny. There we go. Well, decent. Let's get some skill. Is that Rob? Looks like Rob. I forget his last name, but oh yeah, it is Rob. This guy is phenomenal, man. I love his mud shovel, or not mud shovel. I'm thinking mud vein, but no, maybe he called it that. But he shovel metal. He plays Rage Against the Machine with one string. It's pretty badass. Nice artificial harmonics there. Clean stuff. he's playing a trumpet, like not playing it, but I guess funny. Not really, but it's all in the Discord. Take a peek. Okay. Where are you? Main general. Oh, okay. Okay, I will, Yang. I'll write it down so I don't forget.
Thanks for watching, everybody. You can subscribe if you like. I'm sure this isn't the last time we do something crazy like this. Also, we got the Patreon page. You can see videos before they come out.
I thought I was
and
subbed
it allows
in,
us to make them. And
yeah,
that's about it.
he's funny.
Thanks for watching.
What did that remind me of?
All right, good work, guys. I'll see you next time we play wherever it is that we play.
Oh, it reminds me of Color of Money. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, this song. Bury Your Dead. I like the dichotomy of going from this chill. It's kind of jazzy, right? But then they get heavy with it. It's pretty sweet. This is totally copyright claim shit here. I'm straight streaming somebody else's stuff. And it's Vivo, so you know they're gonna... Even though I'm not monetizing the videos. Now I gotta listen to that song. This is a good song. Strong. So anywho, what I'm gonna do, we'll put a little header here. A little note. I don't know how this is gonna work, but work in my head for a second. We'll see. So we'll say like colors. Example. Plus messages slot 0. put a different number so I know what I need. So if I line up the slots, why does that seem loud? Seems louder. Okay, so we could do something like that. This isn't the most elegant solution, but we have to be on pointer enter, and we could say like, wait, we need this one. This one's to make sure that you have the part that you need. If that's not there, nothing will work. And then we could say if colors dot count is greater than 0, and we'll just say and, I guess, count is greater than 0, then we'll put together, I don't know why, but I like this down here. I'm gonna make a method for this. See how this plays out. And we'll say multicolor. Construct. Dope. Multicolor message example. Let's go with old reliable here. Where's that list? These one? Is it these one? Yeah, this is a good one. Yeah, the post in Discord starts October 1st. Cool, cool. Catchy, Hank. Ow. Everything hurts. Got another doctor's appointment on Friday. Jesus, man. Even with insurance, it's getting expensive. So if we have that, then we're gonna say construct multicolor message and stop, so it doesn't try to do both. And then we'll kind of pull from that one. And yeah, I'm probably gonna want some string checks and then color codes. I'm not doing the item check though. Whoops. Here, we'll just grab this whole block. See what I need, what I don't need. So we have stuff in there. If it's not null, then we know we're trying to send the item as well as a message. Otherwise, we are not. So it'd be like, work on this one first. So as long as that and that, we'll say color. This is stupid. Yeah, I don't really want to get caught up on this dumb crap, but it would be useful to have a multicolor message. I can't think of a better way to do it right now, though. And I see some problems with the way I'm going. We'd have to do a loop. So we'd say for each, just pick one, I guess. I'll play it out, see what it looks like. So for each string, S in colors. Oops, bad name. Colors. Then we'll say we would need a place to store it, so we'll say final message equals nothing. But we would say final message plus equals, I'm gonna use the one that I'm gonna point to in the end, get text color code. Oh wait, that would be colors. Oh wait. I'm gonna have to use the other loop, the iteration. So be for int I equals plus then colors dot count then I plus plus. So you would be colors slot I. Trying to think this out in my head. So that would be, say, yellow plus the message slot I. And then and then the next one gets added. Should work, maybe, kind of, sort of, maybe. Now, I wouldn't really care about that. Let me say the final message is not null. Don't care about that. The colors are the same. We do that. Color code, don't need that. So I guess just that. Definitely gonna need to test this. But it do look like it makes some sense. So we make a string to store whatever's gonna be output. We're gonna loop through because we already know that there is something there. Since up here we said if the count is greater than 0 on both of them, I'm gonna just make sure both of them have more than one in there so we don't goof up. This could goof up in a lot of different ways, but I'm just gonna assume I set things up correctly, and yeah, whatever, we'll test first. But yeah, it's gonna fire this method, stop, so this chunk doesn't run. Then we take this using the plus equal operator, so it adds to whatever the existing value is. The first loop is gonna be nothing, so it would be our color, and then our message gets spit back out, and then on the next loop, it's gonna add the next one. Okay, cool. We'll try it. Make sure it's not empty and then show. Okay. Now I might as well do same thing over here. Guess I don't need that line. So it's the colors on something. Same thing, just with an item. So, final message, we check that, and then the only difference is we're sending an item in case I need to add the two together. Blah, 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 blah. So that's one way to do it. Not sure I like it. We'll see. I like to put these big lines in there so it's clear to me that that's a block or something. I don't know. Probably should stop doing that because it gets cluttered quite easily. Now, let's just push all that crap in there, and that is actually going right on top of that one. Let's save all. Actually, I want 3 lines is enough. Is it? I think it's enough. 2, 3, 4. Let's say 4 lines. That's how big the area is at a minimum. It looks like 4 lines is a good chunk, so I don't know. Yeah, let's just go 5. Oh, screw it. 5 lines. And up to 15 can be displayed, and then it'll start to scroll. Save all. Compile. And this part takes forever because there's like 300,000 lines of code in just my code, not including all the other code from some of the packages. I don't really have that many packages, but NGI's probably got many thousands, but not sure how many. Alright, so I think I would like that above there. Just gonna do this real quick here. And that's gonna, yeah, that should have been down there, I guess. Can't have 2 headers. Okay, now my theory is if we do something like this, we need 3 and 3. And then we need a color. Wish I knew what that was. Oh, that's gonna be white, right? Let's go cheat and look here. Right click, go to deformation, and color codes. There's some. Not what I wanted though. Not you. You. Maybe. I think it's just called color codes. Right? What do I call it? I guess it's that one. Yeah, that one. Alright, so we got, I'm pretty sure that's white. Okay. And then that's gotta be. Okay, so I have a light color. I don't remember what I decided, but we'll go with gold light on the first one. Oh, I bet that's green. 00FF00. Yep, that's what it is right there. Green. So we go green, gold light, and then that's gotta be gray. Where you at? Yeah, it's gray. So, I don't know about this, but we'll find out real quick. So copy that. That part should be green. This part I want to be light, gold light, whatever. And then this part is gonna be gray. If I did it right. However, I don't know if you can get away with this, but I'm gonna try. \n, try totem. So it pushes it down twice. See if it works. I feel like it's gonna show up in the tooltip. Oh, and this is what's been really frustrating during this process, is that I can't test because all this is dependent on the game being online. So I have to come up to this one, and then we'll just grab you and slap this thingy on there. You son of a bitch. And grab one that doesn't have anything on it, or one I don't care about. How about you? Which one's the last one? This one, you. Okay, that one. That'll work. So we're gonna remove that, and remove that. Oh, you bastard. And we're gonna paste the one I just made and see what it do. Do we have the tooltip manager on? It is on. Okay. So I put the tooltip manager is what I'm calling it, on a higher canvas, so it always shows in front. What do you think? Think it'll work? I think it. 50-50 chance. Hey. So it doesn't like the double, or the \n, which is meant to push it down a line. So, I suppose I don't really like that yellow either. I'll take a screenshot of this right quick here. Transparency might need to be turned up, huh? And then I put it over here, so I know what it would look like. Control Shift I to invert, and then delete, and then zoom. Nope. Just want to get that color for comparison on the other screen. I'll stop that. And I think, I mean, it really depends on how I'm going to use this or where I'm going to use it. But I will guess what we'll do. So we'll just see if we can do it this way. I don't know why it doesn't like that. I'm pretty sure I could find a fix to it, but we're gonna just say each one gets a new line. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Copy that. Undo. So we'll say if I is greater than 0. Yeah. Then we'll add the n, and then we'll add the message. I don't even know if it's gonna work, but add a new line after the first has been printed. Sure. Yeah, might help up about a semicolon, huh? Alright, now we wait and compile. So frustrating. You ever heard of a DJ named Miss Monique? I have not. Food here, I must away. Keep up the good work, man. Appreciate it, Yang. See you, man. I gotta get going. I'm having trouble with some work related. Alright, Devon. I'll try to catch up with you here soon. I just want to get this GUI crap out of the way, but, yeah. Talk. I'm still gonna be, I don't know. I don't even like trying to make predictions, but probably another week at least. Okay, what's it gonna do? Hey, that works. Okay. That's something. It's unfortunate that it doesn't like that. Oh, I could. I mean, this is where I'm getting a little carried away, but I could do, I could check, basically. So we could say something like, after that first one, if the next message, blah, blah, I dot contains this, then we know to add that. Oops. Damn it. And then same type of thing. What did I just pick up? No, just that. Don't do that. So if it contains a /n, then I know I meant to put that, and then copy that, do it again, copy that, do that again, and that. So yeah. Check if I wanted the line to be wanted to add. Sure. What's the other color I got? Man, there is just no comfortable position here. Ow. It's not the color yellow or whatever I'm looking for. Let's just try light. And then copy that and do that. Oh, right. I forgot I gotta remove the /n. Oops. It's dumb. I think there's a way to do that. substring right now. And this is going to have to be an else. Now that I think about that. Because it's going to see the double N. Maybe I want that on top, huh? Damn it. Let's go like this. Check for the double N. And then I guess I do an else if. I'll try that, we'll see. So check for that first, because this would be true when checking for that. So it's always going to run this without the else. I don't know, we'll figure that out. But I feel like you could do something like make a new string, or wait, let's just say that. I get thinking and then I screw up what I'm typing. Message can you remove? Remove, you can. Okay. Oh, but that's an index, but there's one overload. What's the overload? So I guess we could do that and say remove u to 0, 1. That's maybe. Final message gets that added. We're gonna have to do that first. I think you can just do this. And then, oh, this is so dumb. I don't know why it will let me do that, because it's very much the same thing, but whatever. So we're saying remove oh, that's gonna be more. Thought I was doing that one. So that's 0, 1, 2, 3. If I'm doing this right, not sure. So we remove it out of the original message, then we re-add it, which is ridiculous. Dude, there's gotta be a setting here. Are you kidding me? I shouldn't have to do this. I'm gonna save that and then look at the settings. Come on, you can do it. Let's see. Maybe it's the extra settings. We'll use a rich text, such color and font. No. Escape characters, whether to display. Oh, hey, look at that, right there. Whether to display such thing as /n as is, or replace them by the character they represent. Huh. Okay, so that's weird, but alright. I would think parse escape characters means to remove it. But let me try that. Well, first let's try it the way I have it, because now I gotta change the code again. Or, yeah, whatever, we'll try it this way first. I could throw another slash in at the end. What's it gonna do? Not what I wanted. Interesting. That is the right color, though. That's Hey, wait. Can I do that on the fly? It has to be on this one. This one. Holy crap! Look at all that. That's a lot of crap. I don't know. Now, no. Spacing between pairs and characters. So I'll probably just come back to this. Shouldn't be terribly hard to fix. For now, let's just say. Okay. Gonna use that, comment that. Come back to that in a second. Get the recast stuff on that one. And just, yeah. Wait. Yeah, I'll just copy it as whatever. Turn this off, get back to the main one. The real one, I guess. So you. No, that's actually fine. Okay. So, I mean, it works. It's not quite right, but it's close. Oh, right. Let's just paste them values and just don't want that to be interfered with. What did I put on my notes? Oh my god, that hurts. To regular. Blah 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 blah. Oh, this would be blue because it's higher quality. Is the idea there? So this is the low, green, blue, and then epic purple. Right? Is that how I had it? Yeah. I think that's right. Paste values, and then you are going to be purple. And that is greater. Get rid of that crap. Wait, what did that? No, had the same message on all of them. Okay, whatever. Damn it, I keep inhaling when I take a drink. Almost coughed up Mountain Dew. Alright, that looks about right, or it's gonna just have to do for now. What am I forgetting? Just be consistent here and wipe that out, I guess. Cool. Great. Right then. Save scene. Quincy, and back at home again. Yo, what's up, man? What? Well, I want to ask what's your character name, but you know, don't everybody gotta know who you are. But I'm not sure. So up to you. Okay. Why do I have this on there? Oh, right. That's what I was doing with it. So it is a button, we got our recast, we got our button, pointed to the thing, got our tooltip. I think that one's good to go. Only question is, were they all the same sound? I think they were. And then we gotta do that button. That one I think is disabled, so I'm not using that currently. There's the pop out stuff. Panel, that's, oh my god, see all this crap I gotta build? Yikes. Transmute button, drop down, and got the outliner, background close, point style pouch, window, guess that's fine. Could point it to itself. So that's turned off, so we don't need that. Don't need that, but we do need that. This panel, I want to redo it. What did I put on the transmute button? We got same sound, goes to transmute. Okay, that's easy. No wait, we can't copy that. Can do that like this. This is just decor and drop down. Yeah, okay, got it. So this needs to point to the manager and then transmit. We got the correct, but that's not right. Did I have that set up like that? Better double check. That was quick that time. Alright. Double check this. Wait, we got raycast on. Yeah, good. Anything screwy going on here? Looks good. It just, oh boy, that's so dumb. Actually, see that yellow box is covering the whole damn button. I wonder. I want to see, because that should make it so the button doesn't even work. Let's duplicate the button. Throw it up here on the test canvas. Put on that one. And remove both of those because I don't want it to do anything. Right, how am I going to know if I click it? Grr. I need like a yeah, I got an idea. Leave that, edit that, and just want to see what that, make sure I'm doing this right. Oh god, that's gotta be in there too. Ugh. So it's transmute on click and that is all, okay. So it is. Is there anything I'm doing on this? Oh. What is this? Script recipe view enabled. Yeah, what now? Wait. Oh, man. Okay, that's stupid. I'm just gonna ignore that because it's not on the new ones. We don't care. Alright, let's see what this button does. Oh wait, we gotta edit something. There's a problem. is it this one? Going to make this play something. Guess it's just you and me now. That's right, Quincy. Thanks for hanging out, buddy. Yeah, maybe one day I'll be a YouTuber, but not really trying, I guess. I think at some point I'll try to make some interesting content. I'll keep doing the vlog things, and then people can just scrub through or whatever they want to do. But I think it might be cool to have like I'll do some tutorials. I know it says it in the character selection screen at the bottom, but I just never got around to it. But I'll do some tutorials on the thing I'm working on, in fact, the transmute thing, and show how that works and different things. Do some builds and crap like that. Let's say, so this, the script here, I want to test the button, but I have no way to necessarily know if it works. And essentially I'm just trying to see, I mean, I guess I do have a way, but I want to do this anyways. So, play sound is going to be ran by the button. It has a delegate here on click. When you click it, it's going to point to itself and then play this function in the myUI play sound dot play sound. So this is myUI play sound, and then the dot means it's accessing a variable or a method within it. So we're first checking to see that there is a clip assigned. Cool. And then we'll say if network manager dot is online equals false. I think of that as does equal false. It's weird that you put 2, but that's called an operator. So if that does equal false, then we shall play through a generic thingamajigger GUI tools dot play sound. I think this works still, not sure. Not planning on having that in this scene, so I'm not sure what it's going to do. And then we will, this is probably fine to leave it as is, because this instance isn't filled out unless I have it set to run as intended, but that doesn't work unless it is online. So we could either just stop it there, or it's probably fine to let it run. I'll just stop it. So return is going to be like, it's like a typewriter. You hit that, and or when it hits this line, it won't run anything below. It's like it just returns to the starting position, acting as if it ran the whole thing. And because it's returning void, there's nothing to return, so there you go. And I'll be right back while that compiles. Okay, then we'll just hit the old play button. So if we hear the sound, then somehow it got through the raycast. Let's see what this is on. Extra settings, raycast target. I want that on. Not sure if that's gonna matter that I started it. Sometimes that has to be set before you start. So because this yellow box is the same size as the button, in theory that shouldn't get through. But it did. Right off it off. So that's weird. It must be... Yeah. Okay. I mean, it does say block. Let's try it with it on start. It says whether the text blocks raycast from the graphic raycaster. Okay. Whatever you say, Unity. Still let it through. I don't get it. Okay, whatever. So the only reason I'm going to bother turning those raycasts off on the text is because it's still something that has to be processed. So, and the less, the better. But otherwise, I guess it's not a thing to worry about. So. Good to go on that. It's kind of weird how I did that, but whatever. Ow. Man. Okay. So the drop down thingamajigger should, yeah, it needs something. What does it need to notify? I haven't messed with the drop down enough, so, oh, okay, I've got that, but it's not notifying, so I think what you do, let me look at it. Done with that one. We'll come back to that one. I should probably put a note. Didn't remove. /n. Test more with TMP extra setting. What do they call it? It's another parse escape characters. Actually, it's kind of long. Let's put it up here. And now, I still have to fix a bunch of containers, but we're getting there. Well, yeah, that's what I was looking for. Do I have it open? Don't. Boy, I have way too many things open. Why is it? That wasn't open. What the hell? Need to look at. Am I blind? Oh, there it is. I am blind. Did I might have already gone through this one. I don't think so, though. Set description, I think is what we want to do. Eek. All those have to be changed. Oh my god, watch this. This is horrible. Oh my god, 818 references. At that point, it's easier to just rewrite the method. Oof. But all those are pointed to the wrong color codes. Yeah, let's write that down. Dot color codes. 818 refs. With get color. Alright. I think it's setting that one. The pop-up list game object on value change. Click selected. Okay. Or is it this? No, it's not that. Okay. No, shoot. That's running in start, isn't it? The initializer, yeah, shitty hot. Look at that component again. What did I have that pointed to? See, people don't realize how much crap goes into this. Like the GUI, it's so easy to take it for granted. But man, there's a lot of stuff happening in here. So I'm guessing it's not that. Oh, excuse me. See if I have this one. Okay, so that gave me another 150. God. Yeah. We are notifying set description and current selection, which is the default. Okay, so it's really just, it is doing set description. Why though? Why do I have text add? So recipe view enabled. Okay, we'll just get rid of that. Shut it up. Wait, what in the... What in the what? Nah, we're sending the value. Damn it. Shit. Makes sense, but why am I doing it that way? So, wait, it's sending itself? What? Why? Alright. I think it was set. See, this is where the old UI acts and behaves differently than this one. One wrong piece of code and there goes the mainframe. Yep, exactly, dude. It is exactly right. I mean, you can do a lot of stuff where you do redundancy checks and verify that objects or values are there before you execute the code. But boy, does it make your scripts like a lot longer. I mean, there's ways to design it better, but yeah, whatever. So I have all the options, but the value change, I didn't have it pointed here. I think it was supposed to go there, but the problem is, it makes sense except for the fact that, oh, I see. I don't know why I'm doing it that way, but it looks like I'm rebuilding the list every time. Ah, Jesus, this whole thing has to change. Because text list is an NGUI component. Lovely. That's just lovely. Eek. Okay, well, I think this is pretty much where I would be. I wanted to go through all the containers and then get into the finalizing the windows. I guess I could, because I'm hesitant here because I'm pretty sure this is gonna take me down a long path. Probably gonna need a couple hours to sort that out. And the pop-out panel. Yeah, we're gonna come back to that. I want to see what I need to do for the action bars. Oh, and I still don't have the other ones set up. Son of a... Shut up. I wonder if we can, try some here. Wait, I had those, did I not? Maybe I didn't. Shape shift bar, mount bar, I think I've got those and that done for now. Bottom right, we need the right, wait, what's this? Oh, dang, it's not there. Okay, we'll try. Music died. Probably go just a little longer. These streams are, how long have I been streaming here? 2 hours. I'll just go another 30 minutes and then call it good. But this is definitely not for everybody content, huh? Super uneventful. This guy's really good, by the way, Adam Hurst. A little too slow for me right now. And I don't even know this list. Oh, I know. Let's go here. No, I already had that one up. Let's go back to this one. It's a whatever, right? Hey! It's the Ray Honda. What's up, mate? What's up, daddy? Sleep is for the living. That's right, man. You've been talking to Zombie too much. That sounds like something he'd say. Damn chair. I don't know if this pillow on my chair is helping or hurting. Ray, you want to hop in the stream? Call you on Discord and you can hang out for a minute. Go like another 20-30 minutes if you want to hang. Yeah. Nimich helping a friend out and saw you like. Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool of you, man. Appreciate it. So I think what we're gonna do. So these little. When I say containers, basically any icon you see is a container of some type or another. Also, no, this isn't content for everyone, but I appreciate it and interested to get behind the scenes. Yeah, I wish I could like condense it and get, you know, right to the point and show people, okay, this does this and this and this and this. But that's the thing with development. That's what I was saying earlier in the stream. I was talking about it really is just an unpredictable thing. You don't know what you're dealing with until you stick your head in and look around. Would you anybody want to call? I can call later though. Yeah, that's cool, man. You're good. So let's see how this is gonna play out. I'm gonna duplicate this bar, and we're gonna try anchoring it over here. You click that, and you do an Alt Shift feel like I should do that one, but we're gonna go center. Hey, come on. And now we need to go vertical. Wish I would have numbered those differently, but okay. Go like that. I don't know if this is how I did the other one, but whatever. Why? Why these dumb numbers, Unity? Stop it. Could this be action bar 3? No, 2. Crap, that's... I'm gonna have to rename some things, but that's gonna mess me up. I'll think that it's... Yep, there we go. Okay, so this bar, I bet, would be easier to... Hang on a minute. We actually need both of those. Let's do it like this. I'm just gonna put it in as a placeholder and then make it put the correct scripts on because I haven't fixed the container for these yet. That again. Now, what I want to do is, I feel like I could get away with a grid. I'm sure I could, but oh, you son of a. Alright, so we'll take that. 35, 75. Oh, those are all anchored to the bottom, I see. Be nice if you could just rotate it, but that would be a really sloppy way to do it. I wouldn't do that. And this, I'm actually going to leave the raycast on so that when you click, it will stop right there. If you click in between the buttons, that way you won't lose your target when you don't mean to. What? What's that? That's weird. How did I, what? Huh? It's like way off to the side. How you do that? That makes sense. Alright. Now, how are we gonna get all these to fit in there? And which one's which? Top. So, I don't think it really matters, but this is gonna be, well, you know, I can't remember what I numbered them, but I'm pretty sure I numbered it 4. There are 4 action bars, one of them is hidden. I'll add it when I add the new skills. There's 130 more skills that I gotta create at some point. Alright, so if we did like top left and then add a grid. Haha! We'll go city foe by city foe. Oh, it worked okay. We don't have the padding though, so we'll go position 0 because that bugs me. We'll bump it down negative. What do you think? 5? I think it's 5. Frame on you. Sounds like I'm saying shame on you. Frame on you, Unity. Frame on you. Okay, I don't know what it is, but it must be 3. Pretty close. I guess it's 2.5. Nope. 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 4. It's a difference of 8. Get in my face. there. It's pretty close. I'll fix that later. Okay, now I feel like we need to add that a couple. Well, it's got to be 4 to make it look even. Looks like I had more padding on that. Try that. Now, I haven't assigned these anywhere, so screw it, we'll just delete that. First we'll copy the name, then delete, and then I need a Control D hotkey on my mouse. I've got this mouse, this is pretty cool. I don't know, I like lots of buttons, but we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 buttons. But I need more buttons. I need all of the buttons. So we'll do a Control D there. I've got Control C for copy, then paste, Control V, and that's just back and forward. And this is delete, and this is enter, and this is Control N. My old mouse had like all sorts more cool macros on it. So 10 buttons is just not enough. Alright, this one we're gonna say 64 plus 4 with a little bit of padding. 68, we're gonna go 70. Oh, it's pretty good guess. Pretty close, pretty close. Not quite. We're gonna go padding of 2. I guess I do want 68. There we go, that's pretty close. That actually worked better than I thought. That's cool. Alright. Layout's good. Now we just need the container to be fixed. Song request. Dopat. Marilyn Manson. Ooh, good one, Quincy. F&A. F&A, Cotton. I got you. I got Get Your Gun is in my playlist. Same album, I think. I'm not sure. Is that the first one? It was a good one. And good luck and job. Thanks, Poma. Appreciate it, man. Not enough buttons. Reminds me of those pro players mice with mobile games. Yeah, man. I try to get it to where I can operate the computer with either hand. Because I got this thingy, which I haven't set this up properly in a while, but it's called an Nostromo N52. They've got a new one, or Weaver, and some other stuff, but you've got a directional pad, and it can go diagonal, so there's actually 8 buttons there. You get your spacebar jump, and a little button there, and then I think all in all there's 24 buttons. You get a scroll. So I'll put like all sorts of hotkeys on there and then change it for the program that I'm in, whether it's Photoshop or ZBrush or whatever. Oh, it is off the same one. Yeah. What's it doing? There we go. Yeah, this brings me back to the 90s. Julio. Wah, wah. This is a good one. Good pick. Yeah, there was some gems on this album. Damn it. Okay. Children love the show, but they fail to see the anguish in my eyes. Okay, sorry, we'll sing it. tablet with so many buttons, but I think I've got a hotkey like Control Z, Control Y. Yeah, I do that too on my, well, my old tablet I gave to a friend and gave it to some girl. Now it's gone forever because they broke up. So that was a waste. And then my new one doesn't have buttons on it. But that's okay. Did somebody save? Somebody saved the scene. Alright. Oh, by the way, there's going to be orange potions. I just haven't set them up yet. And they're going to do... yeah, karaoke night. Orange potions are going to increase damage by up to 20% for a factor of seconds. Like maybe 10 seconds at the most. Something like that. But they ain't ready yet. Alright, so these we gotta come back to work on the bottom ones. And again, these are gonna have to be done like the other one. You know, that grid worked pretty good. I should just do the same. So I'm gonna have to replace all these. Now we gotta reference the old one. Should probably do a quick little push to the version control. Yeah, man. We just need to have you DJ. Sweet. Pick another one if you wanna. I guess you could link me a playlist. Because I already know I've got like 50 copyright warnings already, so who cares, huh? Wasn't the main thing I was doing though. Mainly it was container conversions. Let's see, I think I got the bank manager should be G to G, and what's the thing I did earlier today? Mouse morph potion. Yeah, don't know. Something like that. What did I change in the buff controller? I don't remember doing it. Come on. Testing using GUI tools dot play sound good enough. Copy. Wait, I'll leave that off because I'm not ready for that one. Okay, I always go through and make sure that these are the files that I was editing and try to remember what I did to them. And then my notes that I put in there are just kind of general. Oh god, what's it doing? Scared me. Whew. I really probably need to check on that. Okay, what I better get you gun? Yeah, alright. Let me see here. It's in this list somewhere. Oh, there it is. God damn your righteous hand, YouTube, for not letting me listen to stuff. What you won't do, I will. Alright, back to code. Wait, what was the last thing that was on it here? Yeah, that's, well, let's add the script first, huh? Sudo no spark, well. Oh, man. It's so frustrating. Fill timer. That makes my neck hurt. Okay. Oh, that's good. Let's see. Let's reference the old one. That one. Did do numeric, parsing the names. I remember that. And where is it pointed to? You know, I could have done this different now that I think about rather than assigning a bunch of extra stuff, maybe I'll have the sound play in the script. And fill sprite is you, which is just empty bag slot. Okay, that works. Radio 360. Cool. Is the label even on? Oh yeah, never mind. I know what that is. Cool, cool. Okay. So. Oh, that's gotta go for the monster toolbar too. Yikes. So we're gonna have to double up the image. How about we dupe it? Drag that right there. And delete that. We'll call this the Shamer fill sprite. Okay. Guess that's what I named it. Raycast. Then we make this a filled sprite. Radio 360. Change the color to black-ish with some transparency. Looks good. Going the wrong way though. Origin is top. Son of a. Okay, I think that's backwards from how I had it, but we'll work with that. Oh, clockwise, there we go. Alright. It's all the way filled and count down. Yeah, that's what I want. Okay. I don't know if that makes more sense. No. Damn it, I'm gonna have to look. Pretty sure we want it this way though. What the hell is this preserve aspect? Tell me what you do. So obviously this is the thing that indicates to the player that the skill is on cooldown, and that'll be on all of those. So we gotta duplicate all them. So it's start. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it like that so I remember, but I think I'll default it to 0. And then in code it's gotta be put to 1 and then count down, blah blah blah. Okay. Gotta get some digital post-it notes for your coding. You're not like, what was I doing again? Seriously, man. And the ADD is strong with this one, so I get distracted super easy. And I have way too many things on my desk that are very distracting. Like, I got a knife. Got knives everywhere because they're fun. But this one you can like, you know, if you want to be stupid about it, you can spin it around and cut yourself probably. That's fun. And then we got a bullet for some reason. Yeah, I don't know. And there's a slinky somewhere on here, and a fidget spinner for 2 or 3. Probably just 2. And it's like a ninja star, so that's fun. It's missing a part. Oh, there it is. And some more knives. Yeah, there's another little one. And there's a big one somewhere. Yeah. A bunch of other stuff. Oh, there's another bullet. That's cool. Oh, that's a dummy bullet though. And some chew toys. Oh, and then there's a whole gun. That's fun. And got this cool rock. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I had to do some color correction, so it looks like I've got like a green-yellow mold on me, but I don't know what that is. And then there's this thing that I really should be using. See, I'm already distracted. See how that goes? That's how that works. But I'm supposed to be doing the. Oh, that's cool, huh? It's transparent because it's. I use blue screen because you know I don't know, but look at that. It's freaking headband, man. Yeah. Dude, I could just cover my whole head. That's pretty sweet. But yeah, it's a little elastic band that you're supposed to do physical therapy with, and I really need to be doing more of it. I have been doing it, just in case my doctor's watching. I really have, I promise, Robin. But just not as much as I should. Butterfly knife, kinda, sorta, but it's not really. It's not that cool. A desk ain't a desk without a slinky. Damn straight. And I got magnets and wires and stuff for electrical stuff. I built a little. Oh man, I should make a video showing that thing running. I took a quarter scale V8 plastic model and I made it run with magnets and electromagnets. It was pretty cool, if I do say so myself. Pretty awesome. But I took I don't know what I did with I had a old 300 watt power supply and I shorted out with a paper clip, and then I plugged the electromagnets into that and it'll power the motor and you'll just see it go. It was pretty cool. It only had 2 cylinders, but it worked like a champ. And the whole point was to see if you could make or if I could make a reciprocating electric motor, which yeah, but I wanted to see if I could convert an actual standard engine. And it works in theory. What am I looking for here? We need the audio thingamajigger, or no, we're gonna just do it in code. Yeah, okay, so now it's time to destroy this script, I think. I always get super hesitant when I gotta break stuff. So I don't think we need this. I can't believe the raycast on the text does not stop the raycast. What? That's I don't get that. What's the point of it? It's just to waste performance? Is that what it's there for? Jesus Christ. Metal Gear! Snake voice. Most I got on my desk is a mini unicorn skeleton. That's pretty cool, Quincy. I want one of those. Mini friggin' unicorn skeleton. Hell yeah. And what up, Dan? What up? Growl. Nice. Alright, damn it. Ugh. Oh, I know what we're missing. The thing and the stuff with the things that I was talking about at the beginning. The whole thing, you know, the event trigger. Goddamn stupid. Really frustrates the crap out of me how that works. It doesn't even make sense. Unless I had the source code, I don't think I can only speculate how it works. But hey, whatever. It works, right? So, let's break it. Makes sense, right? Wait, let me just look one more time here. We'll probably save scene, but I want to stare at this for a second. So we just have the one component with the play sound, which we're going to do the code, so that doesn't matter. We'll get the fill sprite. I didn't change the way fill amount fills, so okay, we're good. Oh yeah, forgot I did this different. this script doesn't follow the pattern of the other ones, so it's gonna piss me off a little bit. I think I found it last Halloween on Dollarama, sweet. And working on my growls. That's the best I can do. Alright, I'm not sure. Like a small puppy, I guess. Okay, so we're gonna convert this to a button, but I need some parts. This one, let's pick that one. That one works different. Close that so I'm mixed up. It's almost like I used to work on cars a lot and rebuild motors, I guess. I mean, I've only rebuilt a motor like entirely 3 times, but this kind of reminds me of engineering aspects of cars. So I'm gonna steal some parts off of this car, put it into this car over here. It's kind of like that. And we're gonna need to import a system for exceptions. And then we're gonna need to have I pointer interface down. I should say interface pointer handler. Interface pointer exit. And those are red because you have to have the method that it refers to. And then, yeah, we're just gonna go for it, I guess. Oh, this is scary. It gives me such anxiety. There's still these. Actually, I'm gonna copy from the trait command. How do I get over there? What the hell, Unity? Or Visual Studio, rather. Okay, that one, we gotta come back to that one. So, we'll yoink some parts out of this one, because this is the one I've been pulling from, and it's already selected. Perfect. Even though this is gonna behave differently. Where am I running my truck? Am I doing that? Oh, I'm doing it on codec, probably. Where's that run from? Manager. Ah, okay. If not initialize, then initialize, but I want to refactor that. Yeah, let's do that before I paste. Just to be consistent, because I'm using is initialized in a bunch of scripts, but this one's older, and I was naming it initialize once. Same concept though. And do the same. How many references? Only one, good. Just keep it consistent. Correct. What am I doing with this shit? Okay, we gotta look a little closer at some of this. Drag is gonna be different. Drop handler, tooltip won't be used. Okay, that's... Why the hell did I do that? Oh, for the love of God, I'm in the wrong container. That makes sense why it's so different. But still gotta go through this one. Kick that out so I see it and it looks weird. Most I even touched of motors was Auto Shop class back in high school. I am fascinated by them. I think it's pretty amazing what humans have been able to engineer. But yeah, they are like what, 90% inefficient. 90% of the energy created from an internal combustion engine is wasted through heat. So yeah, what the hell, people? We really need to get this electric vehicle stuff figured out. You know what really pisses me off is you can run a car on hydrogen. And I think Honda and Toyota made some hybrids. They weren't completely working off of I gotta comment this for a second. Off the hydrogen, but hydrogen as in you just put water in and then use, I think you do call it electrolysis, I think, I'm not sure, but electricity through some exactly, I can't remember, it's like less than a quarter-inch metal and placed just right, and then you can separate the hydrogen from the oxygen, and then you can burn the hydrogen, and it's like way, like 10 times more powerful than gasoline, which is the argument that it's too powerful and it's dangerous. And that's why you got to do it on the fly, and I know we could do it, but that would put the oil companies out of business, and nobody can have that. Psh. Oh, this is gonna get messy. Yeah, this one is different. We're gonna definitely put a pin in that. More on this one. Copy that. Pull these parts over here. Got some null refs that popped up when I did the refactor, so let's just save, make sure that's fixed. Ah, Jesus, these line endings. My God, they're pissing me off. I had everything set up to Unix, just LF. I forget what this means. Carriage return lines something. But holy shit, it pisses me off. I don't know how that happened, but we're just gonna go with Windows, which is CRLF. I think I talked about that in the last one, but really annoying shit comes up in development. Let me just say that. Because with these line endings, it keeps re-importing the script. It's slowing down the compiling and pissing me off. Okay, good. Thank God Visual Studio has that button. Okay, now we're gonna paste that in there. I was trying to do a property there. Why was it doing that? Let's see. Alright, now is where it's gonna get all sorts of broken. Oh, Jesus. I forgot about that. That's different too. That's different. Don't know why I was checking that there. So this is, NGUI would run this. It says 0 references, but it would run. So I have to account for that. And I'm gonna put tooltip hide there. Whoops. Not the oil business, God forbid. Yeah, they don't have enough money. Those poor Poor oil people. Let's skip ahead in this song. It's kind of my mantra here, I guess, over the years. It'll always kick you when you're down. But then when you listen to what he says in the chorus, it's pretty dope. You'll get to it eventually. This has been a brutal path. I would not recommend it to anyone. Just saying. Making your own game. Not recommended. Not solo. Gotta keep your head high. This is the good part, I think, maybe? Yeah, this part. You have to trust in yourself. You must believe in yourself. You have to follow your heart. You overcome and prove it for you. Have to trust in yourself. You must believe in yourself. You have to follow your heart. You overcome and prove it true. That's a good part. The rest is blah. I think there's a couple. It's yeah, I think I know that one. Sabaton. I'm not sure. No shoe. Alright, let's see what we need out of this. That's questionable. This part. Put in here. So when you click something, it's gonna force the tooltip off because we don't want to click. Oh, lovely. There's more UI camera shit. Okay, I'm gonna try to just plow through this script, get it just almost ready, and then kill the stream, because who the hell really is going to watch these long-ass videos? I mean, unless we go back into full lockdown, I can't even imagine why somebody would... I don't know, I guess there are sites where people just watch other people work, which is cool. And I actually do, yeah, I do that sometimes, so I don't know. We're gonna cut that. Let's try to get. Yeah, is that true still? Don't need the label, do we? Ah, see, at some point I could use that. Yeah. Some second chance. Let's put this stuff over here. That's a little note to myself. Hide those thingies. Let's try the original. Try to remember that should take here. So I think, yeah, we want this, but it's not right. Leaving the label and set label. Because will be needed when items can be placed in the A bars. I guess that's a to-do. I can't watch it. Yeah. Do we need a default sprint? I guess we do. Shit, this one does don't know if I'm gonna use that. Make that public. The header won't show unless it's above a public value. This one I might be removing, so we'll see. And this won't comment for a minute. Oops. Personal fave is Panzer Camp. Ah, that sounds familiar too. But a lot of your music reminds me of Wolf and Raven, Sabaton, Metalocalypse, etc. I only know one of those, Metalocalypse, which I do like some of that. Don't know why, but the lead singer reminded me of a guy vocalist from Anthrax. Oh yeah, song you said, Mantra. Oh, that was Machine Head, by the way. Kick you when you're down. Or remind me of the, oh wait, read that. I had a feeling Pantera would be on your playlist somewhere. You know it. Be yourself, by yourself, stay away from me. Ah, Jesus, this is getting complicated, guys. Oh, yeah, wow, interesting. May just run into a problem that is going to take some time to fix. The tooltip was only designed to show items. Damn it. Oh, that's a big F over, boys. That might be game over for the night here. Oh, no. Son of a... I mean, I can send a null and it will show whatever message is in that string, but yeah, nah, that ain't gonna work. So tooltip show is gonna need some work. We'll comment that for now. See if I can. I'm just gonna try to get the red shit out of my face. Set item. We won't be using until the action bar can handle an item. Which, if you ever wondered why, now you kind of know. You can't in Rain. You can't put items in these bars because these are actually only spells. But I've got a plan. It hasn't been priority, but essentially what I'll do is similar to how, say, if it'll let me click that, which of course it won't. Why would it do that? Never. Say, for example, okay, I'm not a fan of solos for whatever reason. Really want to skip it, but it's almost over. And okay, so see all these other icons, they have an item which has all your item properties, the name, the icon, and what it's worth, and blah blah blah. But the action bar only has a reference to a spell, and all spells are stored in the spell book. So the action bars need this little item variable and then a way to determine what you're dragging onto it, and then maybe. But son of a... that throws a stick in my plans. I thought I could just get through the containers. But the tooltip is the problem. So... I mean... let's look at the tooltip here and then I'll decide for the night. But this will be for later. So we'll just put a big fat to do. Items to be set to a bar using set item function. Name clap shite. So the pointer down is the interface thing, internal Unity crap. Then I pull the ID off of that from the pointer event data, and I'm going to send it to click receiver to figure out what we're doing and whether we are dropping an item or a spell. So, yeah, we're going to need that. Dude, piss me off. This song is fun to play. If I even could still play it anymore, jeez. Alright, we're just gonna wipe that out for now. Son of wash me. You know, I'll just take it out for now because it's just gonna confuse me. Try to win me. Oh, not that part. So we've got on click and Joe's running. The reference is right there, right? Yep. Okay, so on drag is not gonna work anymore. If not dragging item or spell and shift is down, not sure why I was doing it that way. Let's just yank that. Comment this. That's a pickup though. What? Son of a bitch. Dude. Yeah, that's gonna get a little complicated. Okay, we're putting back the receiver. Cause the logic here still makes sense. Don't need that because it's not even gonna fire. So that should be. What? Alright, it look more like that, and then leave that for a second. Slash a bar. Let's say, I don't know, orange. Okay. So that we can at least assign. This is gonna be if you are dragging a spell, then we will deal with it, right? Oh man, this one's a mess. Shitty. Thought I'd be able to get through this tonight, but I'm gonna have to see. This is what's really frustrating. My goal was to get the containers done, but this container isn't gonna work until I get the tooltip and the item aspects sorted out. Son of a bitch. Alright, did we get the red? We didn't get the red. What are you bitching about? Oh, of course. Okay, I've had it, guys. I'm gonna call it. Let me just catch up on the chat here. Waiting for the Cannibal Corpse. Yeah, Slayer for sure in the list. Cannibal Corpse, I think I got one in the list. And we finally hit the snag. Yes, Quincy, we did. Sorry, I'm a little late on reading that, but definitely a snag here. This is the type of snag where you might want to just rewrite it because there's so much different that it'd just be easier. Damn the conversion. I really had to do it though. I felt, I mean, I've been meaning to do this for years, but I feel like I had no option, and it really pisses me off because it feels a lot like doing something you've already done. I mean, it's exactly what it is. Pisses me off. I had a buddy of mine who was in a band called Cannabis Corpse. And more of a fan of Iron Maiden, Metallica. Oh yeah, I was gonna jam some Metallica, man. And I'll just let it play while I'm wrapping up here. This is the one to listen to if I could find it. There's a bunch of weird stuff in my list, though, I gotta say. You know this one. It's the best, man. This is totally worth copyright claim here. Metallica, freaking old school Master of Puppets. Yeah, baby. And Alice in Chains. Hell, yay. Hell to the yay. I can play probably like 5 of their songs. Down on a Hole, those. Very much my favorite. I really like the Unplugged album from the 90s. That's good stuff. So, yeah, Alice in Chains for sure. Heard them, but not quite any of their songs. Yeah, I should play some of that. There's only like one of their songs on my list that I'm on right now. And I know, right? Oh shit, he's had it. Hide. He's getting the gun. Duck and cover. Yeah, I mean, the big gun's not here. Don't worry, we're safe. We're safe. The big gun's hidden. Both of them. All of them. Okay, damn. Yeah, this is a bummer because I've got to convert all these components, but I also have to review the behavior with the new system. So all the containers were set up in a pretty standardized way up until this one. So, and there's 2 different types of containers. We have the container for the action bar, but then we have the container for the spell book, and they are different, unfortunately for me, because they both do very, very different things. This one's more dependent on the database, what's pulled from the database. Well, actually they both are now that I think about it, because your action bar is saved based on what skill you put where. And oh boy. Other than that though, if I look at the containers, we got that done, that's done, that one's not done, that's done, that's good. I mean, done is, I'm going to use that word loosely. It may not really be done. You don't know until you test. That should be good, that should be good. So we're left with 1, 2, and these are in a different folder. 3, 4, I can think of. Spell container, spellbook container. That one should be fine. Actually, yeah, I shouldn't say that because I'll go look at it and be like, oh yeah, no, that's gonna be rewritten too. Great. Son of a bitch. Development is hard. I don't know if I've mentioned that to you, but yeah, just now realizing that after 10 years. Yep, just now hit me. Oh well, this shit's fucking hard. Huh, who would have fingered? Damn it, son of a fucking bitch. I really do want to go blow some shit up with the gun, but there's just nowhere to shoot. It's too loud. So, oh, and I did get that container. Okay, yeah, Master of Puppets next time. There's an awesome synthwave version. Ooh, that could be fun. Really appreciate you guys hanging out. That's always amazing to me that people hang out while I do this pretty mundane stuff. But I try to at least work in some helpful bit. I think I'll try to put that toward the beginning of the videos. So if it's going to help somebody else, another Unity dev, they can just watch like the first 5 minutes and get whatever useful thing. I don't know. One day I do want to do some more tutorial type videos of Unity game development in general, and then tutorial videos for the game, different types of builds and options and things that maybe people didn't know you could do in the game, because there's quite a bit that I didn't. I like games that make you think and you have to figure it out, so I don't really tell people everything that can be done. So yeah, we'll do some videos like that. But yeah, I need a bio, so I'm gonna ramp it up here, fellers. Thanks for hanging. Appreciate you guys. See ya. Night, guys. And Dances with Dad is good. I agree. Alright, see ya.